about waking people up one cup at a time.
Hey, Kyle here. Welcome to another local business spotlight interview. In today's interview, I get to sit down with the co-owners of Revive Espresso and Tea. So, ladies, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I am Rachel, and I am one of the owners of Revive Espresso and Tea. And this is my cousin Jamie.
Yep. We're cousins, work together, and have a lot of fun.
How did this Revive Espresso and Tea come about?
I have lived in Vancouver my whole life. Never anywhere different, and probably never will live anywhere different.
Yeah. I have too. We've lived here our whole lives, and we had the opportunity about 5 years ago to buy Revive Espresso and Tea, and which Jamie and I decided that, since coffee was always something that we absolutely love to do, and we both share the same kind of minded business matters. So we decided, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this adventure together. I mean, there's nobody else I would do it with.
Nope.
So
No. We just love it. We both worked for the guy that had first started it. I think I started for him when I was 17.
Yeah.
And worked there for several years, and it'd gone through a couple different owners, and I had left to stay home with kids, and it was always my favorite job. You get to see so many people, you meet a bunch of people, you get this whole other family that they know about your life and kids, and you know about theirs, and it's just we work really, really hard, but we have so much fun.
Yeah. Not a lot of people can actually say or have the option to say that they love what they do. And we do. I mean, we get to go to work every day and love our job and love what we do and love to see people come in every day and love to be that bright spot in their morning or their afternoon on their way to work or wherever they're going. So
You mentioned you love what you do. So, what's your favorite part of owning Revive?
Oh my gosh, so many. Actually, for me, I am a huge people person. I would probably not do well in a quiet office setting. So I am chatty. I am what? And anybody would say that about me. I mean, I'm just chatty. I'm loud. I love people. I love to meet all different kinds of people. I'm kind of nosy. I like to find out about people, kind of like, oh, you're married. Oh, do you have kids? Oh, how many kids do you have? So it's just, and for me, that's just a part of me that I always have been that way, and I always will be that way. So yeah.
The people make it. It's just
absolutely.
It makes it worth getting up super early every morning for. And I mean, the coffee there right at the beginning really helps.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep. Amen.
But yeah, just the people are the best part. Yeah. We have great people working for us right now, so that makes it amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And yeah, we're super lucky.
We are. We're very lucky. We're very blessed.
One of the things that we're all facing is COVID, and we're trying to figure out what it looks like to navigate COVID-19. Let me just ask this question to you guys just initially. How has COVID affected you guys as a business?
Do you want to go first?
It definitely is adjusting. Our scheduling has had to adjust. It's super hit and miss when it's going to be busy and when it's not. I mean, we're borderline OCD clean freaks anyway. So, the cleaning is still, that's not new for us.
Never, yeah.
It's a lot of running around to find supplies.
That's
even more than just like the once a week shopping trip we were kind of used to stocking up on. Now it's, Rachel goes to one store, I go to another, we're on the phone. Do they have this? No, I'm going to go to this store. It's
and you never know, like if, there could be, like we use peanut butter, for instance, and there could be peanut butter on the shelves one week, and then the next week you can't find peanut butter in the store to save your life.
Yeah.
And so it's really trying when you're, trying to shop for business and you have certain things that you provide for people and you want to provide them, but you can't find them. So, what part of it for us is just kind of like, for me, it's just kind of kind of just rolling with it and kind of just, you know,
Right.
you kind of get to that
You
point
do
where
the
you're
best you
just like,
can.
you do the best you can each day, and great, we got through another day and we get to be here tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
you know, thankful for that.
Yes.
So
The people behind businesses are really what make different businesses special. So I want to help those who are going to watch this get to know you guys a little bit, kind of behind the scenes. And so, what's the biggest obstacle that you have faced in your life and that you've overcome?
honestly, the biggest obstacle that I have faced is probably buying a small business and running a small business and, you know, learning the ins and outs of it. I had worked there for a very long time before, and I was actually the manager before, but being, you know, ultimately when we were the ones at the end of the day in charge of everything, and just learning how to adapt and flow and,
And trying to find a good balance between,
yeah, work and home.
work and home.
Yeah.
Because I had stayed home with my kids up until my son went into kindergarten. And then when he was gone full day, it was kind of boring at home. So, but trying to find a good balance. I mean, we get up super early, and then, you know, kids come home and then they have sports, and it's just like well, not now, but they did.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Like trying to find a good balance of not being drained sometimes. It's yeah.
So what have you learned through that as you have faced that obstacle and you've overcome it? You're running a business, and so yeah, what are you learning?
I have learned a lot about myself as a person. One of the best things, and I actually was just talking to my husband about this the other night, is I have always my entire life been a yes person. Like, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. But giving myself the ability to say no and be okay with that and be 100% okay with that. And I love that. I love that now that, you know, I don't have to accept every invitation, and I don't have to, you know, always be the one to say yes. I can say no, and I'm fine with that. And, you know, if it means I get to spend more time at home with my kids and my family, then yeah, I'm going to say no. And, you know, I do say yes to a lot still because I'm pretty social, but yeah.
But you don't feel like you have to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like work gets almost all of our attention all the time. And then, you know, it needs to be,
you have to have that time.
You have to have it at home too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, as you've been involved in seeing this business just continue to grow, who has helped you along this journey? Because you said that you've had to learn some things along the way. Who are some people who have helped you, whether both individually or together through this journey?
My husband, my husband's been a huge help for me with his. My husband, for his job, he does a lot of like. He's a budgets and spreadsheets guy. So
he keeps us on track with spreadsheets for everything.
Yeah, he's my rock when it comes to kind of like bringing me like back to center. And I couldn't do it without him. Like he's definitely, and his love of QuickBooks. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a numbers. I'm a people person. I'm not a numbers person. Yeah.
It is really nice. To have them to, you know. I mean, they'll be the fixers of things, and Rachel and I can be the people.
Yeah.
And there's been some of our customers who like have great advice to offer, that if they've had their own businesses, you know, and they'll be like, oh, you know, you guys should look at this or this way, or like, oh, it's, we have super.
Yeah, we have a lot of like, just, I mean, we're very lucky to have a lot of amazing people that just, you know, we call them family. They just come through every day and they just support us and they love us, and we love them and we support them. And, you know, it's just being there for each other. I think especially even more right now in today's world, and just offering that smile and that kindness and that love for each other. And
when they come in and they're super chatty and nice, and it makes our day too.
Absolutely.
I hear just your love for people, the energy for people, and I want others to be able to rally around you guys and support you. So if they want to drop a note of encouragement to you all, where can they find you on social, online? And if they want to swing by and get something, where are your locations?
We are on 99th Street in Hazeldale in the Chevron parking lot.
Yep.
We're like attached to the end of the car wash. And then on 117th and 99th Street,
In Orchard.
same setup.
Yep.
Yeah, like just
Yep.
looped around in the Chevron parking lot.
Yep.
Yes.
And then we do Facebook. We do Revive Espresso and Tea on Facebook. We haven't quite mastered the Instagram yet. I'm not a huge social media person.
No.
Yeah. I'll leave that to the young kids.
Right. The young people make fun of us and say we're old, but we're okay with that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, I mastered Facebook. I should get a gold star for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and one of us is always, I mean, we work mornings most of the time, but one of us is always at one of the stores every day, and yeah.
Waking people up one cup at a time, you know?
We don't judge.
We don't judge
when people move back around again.
Some days call for that. Mondays, Fridays, any day ending in Y.
Right.
You know?
Any day right now.
Yeah.
What is your, what's the favorite drink that you guys have that you're like, you gotta come try this?
Okay. My favorite, and has been since middle school, years ago, my mom used to drive through, and every now and then I'd get coffee too. I like the white chocolate mochas.
Yes.
Those are hands down my favorite drink. Hot, blended, doesn't matter. And we make all of it ourselves, so it's extra delicious.
Yep. We do all of our homemade chocolate in-house and homemade white chocolate. Oh my gosh, I'm a ping pong ball again. I'm all over the board. But I would have to say the white chocolate as well. I like it. It's probably one of my favorites. It's delicious, just a regular white chocolate mocha. And we also do all of our baking in-house. So there's not really a day that I never say no to a muffin.
No.
Yeah.
I walk in every morning and I'm like, today's the day. I'm not going to, never mind.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll start.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's favorite muffin?
Oh, blackberry with a lemon glaze. Yep. Blackberry.
Or the banana chocolate. I really like that one.
Banana chocolate. Yep. Snickerdoodle, that's a good one too.
Honestly, any of them.
Yeah. Any muffin with the top, to be honest.
We like it when we work together because then we just share them.
Yeah.
We're like, how about we can't decide, we just share it and call it good.
And we tell each other that if you share, all the calories float out when you break it in half. So
It doesn't count because it's like in half.
No.
We have a magic oven.
Yeah. Nothing counts during COVID.
So I give you the floor here. Is there anything that you would just like to share and say to the community for those who will watch this interview?
I would just like to thank everyone that has continued to come in and support us and
absolutely
come in and have funny stories to tell us, because it is a time where I understand that it is hard for a lot of people and a lot of people are stressed out, and we just really appreciate anybody who chooses to take time out of their day to come and see us and bring the family, and their kids will tell us stories or color us pictures, or it really makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. You know, we have people tell us all the time, they're like, oh my gosh, you don't know what this does for us. And I'm like, you don't know what it does for us. I mean, it's a two-way street. Like, you know, we just had one of our customers, her son drew us pictures with coffee cups and said, we love you. And just, you know, to have that, it went on my fridge at home, you know? And so just thank you for everybody for coming out and, you know, supporting us and just being there for us. And it's huge. It's absolutely huge.
So as always, from the Hazeldale Salmon Creek Business Association and Generation Church, we want to encourage people to support local, support Van Watt. Thanks for sitting down with me today for this interview.
Yeah, thank you.